So today, Fortnite released Fortnite OG. It currently has 928,000 players playing it, with the normal BR mode having 352,000. I mean, Zero Build's actually doing pretty well. Reload having 120,000, and that's actually ranked as well. Crazy. But yes, we have Fortnite OG Chapter 1 Season 1. I've got to say, my first game was the most OG game mode ever, or the most OG game I've ever played in my life. I literally died as Storm. I defeated someone, and I had no heals. He didn't have heals, I didn't have heals. I literally died as a Storm. That is the most OG thing to happen. I have not died like that in like chapters and years, I'm pretty sure, to Storm, because of mobility and stuff. So that's kind of funny, to be fair. And then my second game, I actually won, also in the most OG way. It was a 1v1, final 2, and I built a 1x1, then he built a 1x1, and then eventually we battled and he died to force damage. That's also pretty OG in my book. Now, there's a few things I found out about this game mode. Apparently it has no bots. People complain it's kind of sweaty. But after the absolute horror show of Chapter 2 Remix, and with the amount of bots that had, and there was a lot of them, basically drones in your game. You're getting like 20 kills in the game, and probably 6 of those will be real, and maybe half of the 6 players are actually half decent. I actually don't mind this at the moment. I mean, after a while it will get a bit tedious if you're trying to like play against decent players all the time. I can sort of understand that. But yeah, I'm loving the no bots in this game mode at the moment. You're going to play against players who are better than you and worse at you. If they have skill-based matchmaking, that's probably where I draw the line. Like, I feel like it should be how it was. Like, anyone can face anyone, regardless how awful you are at the game or how good you are. And that's how you get better. And that's how I got better. Like in Season 8, I started playing on keyboard and mouse. I was awful, but I thought, I'm going to have to get better. And they were against most players. Actually, did bots come in that season or the season before? It might have been around that time. But I felt like every player was like actually real. But, you know, I improved, I got better at the game. But yeah, today I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying actually playing actual players, and you can test yourself, and you can actually need to think what I'm going to do here. My mats, my weapons I've got, stuff like that. But all in all, I actually really enjoyed playing today. Like, is it blowing me away? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed actually playing against actual players and putting my skill to actually use, which I've learned over the last 7 years. Yes, I did get slapped a few times, but majority of the time I could handle myself. And this is a BR. It's a battle royale, guys. So obviously, things I didn't know, shield is hard to find, which that was an OG, and that was in Season 1. Obviously, there was no minis, so you only had half bots and I think slurps, and I've only seen one at the moment. I feel like I am lacking ammo, so they might need to up the ammo. I don't think that was an OG thing, I just think they need to up the ammo. I've seen there's actually people arguing for bot lobbies. I feel like they've almost been conditioned that people need bot lobbies. I'd rather get continuously. Okay, eventually it will make me frustrated. I'll probably walk away from the game, but that isn't a bad thing sometimes. I've just enjoyed actually competing. It's the first time in seasons I feel like I'm like, oh wow, I'm actually showing my skill. Yeah, more and more I look through Twitter, the more the bot lobby argument is coming and coming. That's crazy for me. Like, obviously Chapter 6 still have bot lobbies. Go and play that. I can't believe that's almost like they can't handle life without bot lobbies. I just want bot lobbies to do challenges, and that's about it. I kind of see it in that sense, but looking at the arguments on Twitter, it seems like they just want it to just feel like they're doing something almost. Would you say most of the community heavily relies on bots a little too much, just for general play? For completing challenges, I kind of get it, but I feel like there's an over-reliance. No, I kind of didn't think was about. I thought the general census is people wanted more real players, because the game is boring at times, taking out 11 bots and feel like you haven't really gone up against anyone. I've enjoyed the engagements I've had today on the game, playing against actual real players. It's been enjoyable to get trap kills over players who are... Now, what was it? The Omega? He was definitely better than me. I definitely annoyed him. And that wouldn't happen in bot lobbies. I believe the start to OG brings up a point I made a couple seasons back. And streaming today, I made it again. First impressions can base your opinion very hard, and you can get quite dogged into your opinions of something. I feel like people have bad experiences on the first day of the season. Like, it could be the greatest game ever, but if you're having a bad day, that can really, like, you know, mentally find you in that gap where you hate it, even though that's probably not fair on the game. Or maybe it's not fair that I'm enjoying this and making the assumption that the fact that I'm just playing really well today, even though this might actually be really rubbish. You know what I mean? But you know, it's things like that. It's engagement like that. It's actual real players that make this game enjoyable. It makes okay. It's almost. I'm going to do a Clint here. It's almost. No, maybe not. It's almost like love, you know. It's like sometimes you enjoy it, sometimes you hate. Sometimes you hate it. So you love. You hate to love it. Wait, what's the expression? You know what? I forgot the expression. You love to hate to love it or something. Going against real players eventually will frustrate you, but I just feel like we need to move away from bots. Like it needs to go down to like 10%. But what it seems like to me, most community wants it above 50%. They want to feel like they're playing a game. They want to feel like they're being good. And they want that dopamine kick. I feel like most people will be pretty happy having the majority of bots in their game. I know someone. I already see someone in the comments writing, "Yeah, but I work a 12-hour shift at a supermarket and I just want to come home and chill, okay?" I've done 2 days, I've done like 14 hours. I'd rather play against actual real players and waste my time playing against actual AI. But I feel like I've kind of gone off the subject about my first thoughts about OG. But anyway, I mean, that's a big thought against actual real players. Wow. Actually play against actual players, it's kind of fun. But in terms of OG, as I said, I don't think it's nothing crazy. It's not like the OG season when everything was kind of like, oh, this is crazy. Like, it's a very cool thing they're doing, bringing back seasons, playing them for people who didn't play them before. In terms, there is rumors, obviously. I think content creators have been sent things to suggest that we're going to replay events. That's very cool. I don't know how I feel about it. I like things to be like, I'm not gatekeeping events, but I'm like, they're meant to be a one-time thing, and that's what makes them kind of cool. Like the Rocket event was a one-time thing. That's going to replay again if this turns out to be true. I'm sure it'd be cool being there, but we've seen it. If you wasn't there, you got to be in the moment. And this is kind of like, you know, people not enjoying the season. That's probably today is a reality for them. That however good something was back in the day, if it happens again, it's not the same time. You're not the same person emotionally. You might not enjoy it as much, and it's probably a big lesson for people like that. Once in a lifetime moments are literally once in a lifetime moments. It doesn't matter how hard you try and replicate the moment. It's just never going to be the same. So maybe some of them players are finding out today. But that's, you know, I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed OG. Just yeah, you got up the ammo, shields. That was OG. that was how shields were back in the day. Mobility, there wasn't really any. But in terms of the bot argument, that's a very interesting one. But yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to the next 9 seasons. It'd be interesting to see what they do after season X. I think they should just replay it because they did kind of say that Fortnite's OG's back. But obviously, they said OG, not Chapter 1, so it could become Chapter 2. But I honestly think they should stick. We're just going through Season X. And maybe then... See, but then that's remixing it, which, again, people didn't really want. So should they just replay Season 1 again? I don't know. That'd be up to them later down the line. I presume they've already made a decision. They've already made it. So in 10 months' time, I guess we find out. Guys, comment down below what you make of OG. I want to hear your opinions. And until next time... That's been your boy, Mr. JLY. If you did enjoy this video, you may enjoy this video because it's kind of similar. And until next time, leave a like, subscribe. Until next time, it has been your boy, Mr. JLY. Till next time, bye-bye.